This is the clay pot, a big clay pot. Look at how it sounds. This clay pot is a South Indian instrument, the Ghatam. It's one of the most important percussion instruments in the South. And Dr. S. Karthick is one of the top exponents of the Ghatam. He's a solo and accompanying artist. He's also worked with leading film composers like Ilayaraja, A.R. Rahman and Haris Jayaraj. There are going to be some swinging rhythms on the show. You're watching Art Talk. I'm Jujhar Singh. Dr. Karthik, very nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us. It's amazing what a pot can do.
Yeah. People get crazy when somebody says somebody playing complicated rhythms on a very simple pot.
I read somewhere that there's a mention of the Ghatam in the Ramayana.
Yeah. I'm told that when Hanuman went to Sri Lanka in search of Sita, and he didn't know who was Sita because he has not met her, and he accidentally went to the harem of Ravana, where he saw lovely ladies like sleeping there with everyone holding to some other instrument like the veena or the kinnari or the tambura or the ghatam or the tablas and all these things. So there are references like kalasham or kumbham or ghatam, all these things. All mean the same. Kalasham, kumbham, ghatam all mean the pot.
They all mean the pot.
Yeah.
So this is absolutely fascinating.
Of course.
What this means is that the Ghatam is one of the oldest living instruments in the world.
Yeah, probably even in the civilization.
Now the Ghatam began as a folk instrument, and now it's a fully established Carnatic classical instrument.
Yeah, I would rather say it's a world instrument now, because it started as a folk instrument, of course. Like you had the Rajasthani nut and the Kashmiri matka and the Indian, like the South Indian Ghatam and Gata or Ghatam, whatever. Then
you have the Ghara also in the north.
Yeah. Then it acquired the status of a Carnatic instrument when it was accepted along with the Mridangam, and great people contributing to the art of Ghatam elevated the status, and with my Guruji, Viku Vinayakaramji and a lot of others contributing and even cutting across genres, like playing for fusion music, like playing for films, playing for big orchestras. Now Ghatam is an international instrument.
Well, let's have a look at your instrument, the Ghatam. It's a clay pot with a narrow opening, a mouth over there. Have you got a little bit of metal mixed in the clay as well?
They even mix some powders of manganese and lead and an element called senduram in Tamil, which is probably red lead, which contributes to the sturdiness of the pot.
But is this why when you play, there's also a little bit of a metallic sound?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. That's also a part of it, and also the technique. Like when I use the knuckles, the corner portion of the finger. Like if I play like this, it won't be a metallic. If I play like this,
Good.
see. All these things.
So it looks like an ordinary clay pot, but this is actually specially made to be an instrument.
Yeah, the diameter, the thickness of the wall, and the heat. If the normal pot is heated, say, to 100 degrees centigrade, this is heated almost like 500 or 600.
Dr. Karthik, you obviously can't tune a clay pot,
Yeah.
but I've seen that different Ghatams have different pitches. How do you achieve that?
Yeah, you need to have different Ghatams for different shrutis, like the tonic, the basic tonic.
You've got two different Ghatams here, the different pitches.
If you say this is, I've written like 1. In Western tuning, it's the C note, like da 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 da. Whereas this is E.
Why don't you play us a few seconds on both and show us the difference in the pitch?
Yeah. If I play this in this will sound like this. Something like that.
I can also see that the more bass Ghatam is a little bit bigger, so it's got to do with the size of the instrument.
Yeah, everything contributes, like the diameter, the mouth, thickness and everything.
You play the Ghatam by putting it on your lap and then it's facing your stomach. And then how do you play? What are the different parts of the hand that you use to create different sounds?
We use all the 10 fingers, like all these things. And also the thumbs, like that, and also the palm, like that. So it's like all these sounds. And also the thumb here, like this. But the funny or the nice part of Ghatam is you create the baya sound or the
bass sound.
Bass sound like this. So it is.
So it helps having a pot belly.
It's helpful. It's helpful. It's not necessarily needed, but it's helpful because
I was joking, but it's actually helpful, is it?
Definitely, I would say definitely. Also, very subtle way. I use even my leg, the movement of the leg, by bringing the Ghatam up and down like this, and also pushing the Ghatam to create a rounded sound. Like if I want to play a groove which is taka dimi taka juno, without the variation, it will be. Now I'll show you how I use my tummy. You see? So it's
well, I think it'd be wonderful if you can play us a piece where all these different things that you've shown us come together in one nice piece on the Ghatam.
Sure, I'll try.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Dr. Karthick, how did you get into the Ghatam?
Yeah, it was actually mainly.
I heard that as a little boy, you used to keep banging the pots and pans in the house.
Definitely, definitely. Very, very correct. But I was amused when I saw my Guruji playing Ghatam in a very top-notch concert. Like I said, wow, that fascination.
You're talking about the great Ghatam maestro, Vikku Vinayakramji.
Definitely, yeah.
In fact, what happened, because I believe you went to him and he told you that, please play the Mridangam.
Yep.
What happened?
Yeah, I was taken back. Like I want to learn Ghatam. but I couldn't say because I was so like in awe with him. Like I just banged something on the mridangam, and they said, "Okay, now you take the Ghatam." And I was obviously very happy. And when I banged it, he could see the passion in me, almost like a obsessed. They said, "Okay, I think your hand is more suitable because you have a lot broad fingers. Your hand is more suitable for Ghatam. You take Ghatam." When he said that, I was in like ecstasy.
Later, you also learned from another great Ghatam maestro, T.H. Subhash Chandran.
Yeah, Subhash Chandran sir is the younger brother of Vikku sir. So they are both brothers, like the elder brother and younger brother. So I have a double guru.
And now you're a solo artist. You're also an accompanying artist. And I believe you've accompanied even people like M.S. Subbalakshmi.
Yeah.
And of course, all the big stars of Carnatic music today.
Yeah, I've been blessed to share the stage with all these great doyens like Balamurali ji, M.S. Subbalakshmi, Lalgudi Jayaraman, M.S. Gopalakrishnan, T.N. Krishnan.
You've also done a lot of film music with film composers like A.R. Rahman, Ilya Raja and Haris Jairaj. Also a lot of fusion music with, for example, like the French pianist Ariane Hubert.
Yeah.
My question is that when you do film music or fusion music, how do you modify the way you play the Ghatam?
If I talk to you as a percussionist, ultimately for me everything is numbers. Whether you call it samba or you call it folk, you call it fusion, you call it Carnatic or Keherwa or Rupakatalam. All rhythm, all numbers for me. It's basically takadimis and takitas and takadimi takitas and takatakitas. System of Indian rhythm, it's so great because if you master at least some percentage of that, you're able to enjoy and relate to other forms of rhythm. Like if I say a rhythm something like that, tak tak ta dum, tak 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 ta dum, tak tak ta dum, tak 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 ta dum. They call it samba or rumba, whatever, or salsa, or whatever name. I may not even know the name of that particular pattern, but for me it will be takadimi takita takadimi takatakita ta 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 dim ta 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 dim. The frame of 16 split as 7 and 9. So immediately, okay, I can visually see the numbers and just sit.
Rhythm is universal.
Universal. So
why don't you show us something you've done for film music or fusion music?
When I played, when I went to for a song recording with Rahman, A.R. Rahman, for a film called May Madam in Tamil. I was with the headphone, everything ready, okay, and I was waiting for the song, and this came. This only came. And I said, I thought it was a technical problem. I said, Rahman, there's nothing coming in the headphone. Like, no, that's the song, he said. I want you to play some groove, so that based on that groove, I'm going to compose the song. That's what he said. This is a song about Madras. And it's the fun, like the atmosphere and the experience of Madras. And it's called Madras Sutti Pakapura. I'm going to go around Madras. So he said, that's the rhythm tempo. And he wanted something very funky. So I played like 4 or 5 patterns, which is resembling this. Then finally he selected this, which is the song goes like this. Madras sutti paaka pore, Marina vil sundal vangitare, la 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 la. And that was sung by a very great artist, very senior comedian by name Manorama. And another experience I'll tell you, it's very, very funny. Same Rahman song. The song was over. The singer has sung. The film has been shot. Everything has been done. You know why he called me? Because throughout that song, there is a play. There's a player in that the film cinema song. There's somebody playing a Ghatam, like this, but there is no Ghatam in the song itself. I said, oh, then they said, okay, you please add your Ghatam element. That was a song called Margari Tingal Allava. That is a song It's a very classical dance-based song, like it's in a film called Sangamam. And Margari Tingalala. Something more of a Bharatanatyam type. It's like, yeah.
Nice.
So, tarigidum, tarigidum, tarigid, tarigidum. Tat tajum, ta tajum, ta. Tattum, tattum, ta. Something like that it came.
Well, you're a master of the Ghatam, but I hear that you're an excellent mouth percussionist as well.
It's called konnakol. The konnakol is an art form where you recite the rhythms, what you play on the different
You
instruments.
recite the bowls or the syllables of the
Yeah,
percussion
you
instrument.
call the bowls in Hindi and you call the sollu in Tamil.
So you're basically reciting the bowls, the syllables.
Yep. It's like all our gurus first tell you the lesson by word, like tam, tataka dim, dim, ta, kadaka tataka tataka dim, dim, ta. Tarigidum, 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 tarigidum. Tat tajum, tatum. Kadaka tajum, tajum. Ta tadum, tatum. Taka taka tadum, tatum. Tintatarigidum, tatarigidum, tatarigidum. Tarigidum, tatarigidum, tatarigidum, tadum. So each one has its own flavor.
But I also know that you almost created mouth percussion like an art form by itself.
Yeah.
You go on and on just doing mouth percussion.
Yeah, like I can give you a demo like this. Like first a groovy section, then a very complicated section. Tam, tataka junno tam, tataka junno tam, tataka junno tam, tataka junno tam, dimi taka junno tam, dimi junno tam, dimi taka junno tam. Junno taka dimi taka junno taka dimi taka junno taka dimi taka junno taka dimi taka tam dingada taka dim dingada taka dim tam dingada taka dim dingada taka dim tangada taka junno 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 junno tangada taka junno taka tarigada taka tangada taka junno tangada taka junno junno taka tarigada taka tangada taka tarigada taka tangada taka tarigada taka taka takada taka tarigada taka takada taka tarigada taka taka tarigada taka takada taka takada taka takada takada dum takada dum takada dum takada dum kita 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 dum kita 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 dum kita 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 dum. So here you
Fantastic.
have, it's like a lot of dynamics and also understanding the math and the grids properly.
I believe you're also very inspired by Swami Vivekananda.
I in fact composed a special song on Swami Vivekananda and named it, you know it.
September 11th.
Yeah, and I left the guest to the audience. Why is he calling that song as September
Because
11th?
when one thinks of September 11, one thinks of the 9/11 attacks in
Yeah.
New York.
Let's, like I always
And
say,
Washington.
I always say, like let's like remember the good things or the positive things. But the same September 11th was the day when Swami Vivekananda spoke in the Parliament of Religions in Chicago, almost like 100 years back. So I would call it like it was like a spiritual bomb. So I called it September 11th. So relating the bomb and the September 11th. Because Swamiji...
We'd love to hear it, by the way.
Yeah, it's in Tamil. Of course, it's in the raga called Amritavarshini. Veera Maturaviye Vivekananda, Veera Maturaviye Vivekananda, Veeramalitiduvai Vedanta Singame, Veeram Alitiduvai Vedanta Singame, Veera Maturaviye Vivekananda, Vivekananda, Vivekananda. Then the song goes, Anne Sharada Devi, about Sharada Devi, about Ramakrishna, all these things. Like
Dr. Karthik, let's take a very short break. When we come back, we'll also show our viewers how you can play another percussion instrument,
Yep.
the morsing.
Sure.
So why don't you show the morsing to us? That'll be...
Yeah, this is the morsing. This is made of iron, and it has the suspended string, and this is fixed, and you play with your mouth and jaw.
Let's take a little break. When we come back, we'll hear the amazing sounds and rhythms from the morsing. We'll be right back on our talk. When did genius vocalist Kishori Amonkar break her reclusiveness?
I felt like talking to you about music.
Where did art legend S.H. Raza do his first TV interview after moving to India?
कादर की कोठरी में कैसे ही सुहाना जाए. Once you're trapped, you're trapped.
Who did iconic photographer Dayanita Singh turn to for an exclusive one-on-one? India's greatest musicians, dancers, artists and photographers are on our talk with me, Jujhar Singh, at these times on NewsX. Welcome back. You're watching Our Talk with me, Jujhar Singh. We're with the Ghatam wizard in Chennai, Dr. S. Karthick. Dr. Karthick, you also play another percussion instrument in Carnatic music, the morsing.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look at the morsing, please.
Yeah, this is the morsing. I'll show you. This is.
It's a wind percussion instrument.
Yeah, you can call that. Yeah, because it uses the wind also. Like, it's actually something like a harp. Like. It has a. This is made of iron, and it has a.
It's like a horseshoe with two forks.
Yeah.
And a tongue coming out in between.
So this is the tongue, and this is fixed to a iron. Like this is like almost like soldered. Like, and you keep it in between your teeth and strum, and also you use your, like I said, the konoko. But I have to say it inside, and also accordingly to you have to strum. Like if I want to say taka dimi taka junu, that will be
So
that.
you're using your mouth, you're using your tongue, you're using your throat.
I'm using
and
my
you're using your breath as well.
Yeah, I'm using my jaw as the resonator. Like if I close my mouth like this.
All right, okay. That's why sometimes in English they call it a Jaws harp.
Yeah, it is actually a jaws harp is the right word, because people some wrongly say it's as a juice harp. I don't know why. So, and when I say like it has to be recited inside, and also the breath has to be left and pulled in accordingly, like taka dimi taka junnu taka dimi taka junnu taka dimi taka ju taka 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 taka. Tankita taka junnu tankita taka junnu tankita taka junnu taka junnu.
What fun. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Dr. Karthik, it's been a pleasure having you on our talk.
Thank you.
It's been lots of fun, actually.
Thank you.
Why don't you leave your viewers with a composition of yours in your primary instrument, though, the Ghatam.
Okay, I'll sing the pallavi of the my own composition in called pulse, which is use the phrase tatum. It's like the pulse, tadan tadan tadan, like the dhadkan, no, of the heartbeat. So tam takita ding, tam takita ding, takita ding, takita ding, tanadira tam takita ding, takita ding. Takita dim, tanadira tam, takita dim dim, takita dim dim, takita dim, tajam kardagadam, takita dim dim, takita dim dim, takita dim, tajam kardagadam, takita dim, takita 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 dim, takita dim, takita dim, takita tajum tanum taka dum 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 taka takita takita tajum tanum taka dum 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 taka tadina tadina